Hello guys and welcome back to the channel, and I think it's been a while since the addition of any cool units, and I think today is one of such days. And yeah, finally, well, not finally, actually I was still waiting for the arena unit and Colosseum units, but actually they kind of released this one first. So this one's the global exclusive unit, which is not limited, well, as far as I know. But yeah, I think this one shouldn't be limited. So this one's the New Year unit, which is Sunless Warden RAHOTEP. Is it inspired by the mummy, Imhotep? Well, who knows, and this one is a Fire Element Omni unit, which will cost you 50 to put in your squad, and I think that's pretty huge. And there's a fun fact on this unit, which is the recovery for this unit. The recovery is extremely low and you can't imp it. Well, on the note it says that the recovery is intended, so there's actually some skills that he has that does not require any recovery. Normal hits is 13 with 4 BCs per hit, and that is pretty good. And leader skill, I think I'm kind of wondering why there are a lot of this kind of leader skill recently. So this one's also a leader skill only for fire type units. However, the boost is pretty good since it boosts 100% attack and defense without any 2 turns or 3 turns only, and I think that is good. And the HP boost for fire types is at 65%, which is, I think, really high, and hugely boosts attack when HP is low. And then BB gauge fill when attacked negates critical damage. So for a mono fire squad, I think this leader skill is really good, and so far from what I see, this is a really good unit for arenas and Colosseum. The Brave Burst, this one requires 30 BC to fill up, which is really high for a BB. And the hits are not that high, it's only 14 hits. But the BB attack modifier is pretty good for a BB, which is at 420%. And then status ailments infliction at a really high rate, 75%. And then you can boost that damage against status afflicted foes for 3 turns. Boosting attack and defense for fire types only at 100%. And I think this is the highest boost for a fire unit kind of thing. Most likely 80%-ish. And then just like Gaston last time, this one has a 20% chance to perform 1 extra action within the same turn. This is really good actually. So I will try to look at everything before I say anything about this unit. So next is Super Brave Burst. Well, again with the high BC cost, this one is at 32 BC, really high. So in total it's 62, not really good. And then 18 hits only AOE. And the BB attack modifier for this one is also good. It's at 800% without any requirements to get this high. So it's kind of good. And then boost critical hit rate for fire types at 60%. I really hope this one stacks with the normal critical hit chance. And then a 12% resistance against 1 KO attack. 12%, that's pretty high for a buff. And then again with the damage taken greatly boost BB gauge. This one's at 5 to 8 BC, and that's really high. And of course, again with the attack and defense boost for fire types at 100% again. And this time, this one is the first one that has this effect on SBB, which will add a chance to perform 1 extra action within the same turn. However, the chance for the Super Brave Burst is only 7%, while the BB is at 20%. But I guess that's okay, since this one's the first one that has this besides Gaston. Gaston only has it on his Brave Burst. So okay, now Ultimate Brave Burst. This one also costs 32 BC, which is pretty high. And then a 23 AOE fire attack with a BB attack modifier between 1500 and 2800%. Damage will be relative to remaining HP. And a really good chance on reviving dead allies at 80%. And then boost attack defense of fire types again at 350%. and a massive DOT at 3000% to the enemies. So I guess for the UBB, besides the revive, I think it's not really that good. Extra skill, okay, so this is the reason why this unit does not have any recovery. Well, he has it, but it's only at 350. The extra skill here has a really huge HOT, which is at 5000 to 7500 HP each turn. So that is the reason why he does not need any recovery at all. And then a probable angel idol for one time only. The chance is pretty high, it's at 70%. So okay, so far I think I kinda like this unit. And enhancements, let's take a look at that now. So alright, 30% to max HP and then max HP and defense. I kinda like this one. And he also have this critical hit damage boost on his own, and I think this is one of the highest for a enhancement. It's at 70%. And then normal attack to AoE, and then you can enhance that chance, which I don't really like this one, especially for Colosseum. But you can still boost the damage from the AoE effect on this one at 25%. I think that's still not enough. And for a mere 15 skill points, you can also give this guy another HOT effect at 3000 to 4000 HP. So if you combine this with the extra skill, that's a lot of heals each turn. And you can have this guy have an HOT buff on BB and SBB as well, but the heal is not really that high. And you can also enhance the boost to fire units attack and defense. So in total, it's going to be 120%. And you can also add the chance to perform extra attacks on the BB and SBB by another 5%. And I think this is really good, but it requires you to spend 45 skill points. That's too high. I'm gonna have to think about this one. And so far, I can only think about one or two use for this guy, and he excels at those, which is Arenas and Colosseum. Well, especially Colosseum, I think this guy is perfect for both defense and offense. And this guy really complements Azurai a lot, so I can really think about how my Colosseum squad will look like if I get this guy. Well, it's not a big mystery, so this guy's gonna be the leader for both defense and offense. And then I'm gonna bring my Rain and my 3 Azurais. And I really do think that this guy's gonna be really OP for Colosseum. Well, imagine that extra action. Those huge boosts to attack and defense for fire types, and then you can also have the attack, defense, and recovery buff from Rain and Azurai. And this guy is what I said before, perfect for defense and offense because he has that huge boost to attack, defense, max HP. And then for defense, you get that boost attack when HP is low, and then damage taken boost BB gauge. And he will also negate critical damage. This unit is extremely strong for Colosseum, I guess. However, since Arenas and Colosseum does not really need that UBB, so I'm not gonna take his UBB into account. Well, because they are never gonna be used in there. However, for general purposes, I don't really think this guy is gonna be much good for leader. Well, except for the new Frontier Gate, which will only make you guys be able to bring a fire unit or dark units in your squad. And I think this guy is gonna be very good for lead in that Frontier Gate only. For general purposes, if this guy is a sub unit, I don't really think he's gonna be much good in there as well. So alright, in summary, this guy is really good for Arenas and Colosseum if you wish to bring a mono fire squad for it. And for Colosseum, this guy is a beast if you have the units, so Azurai or Rain or any other fire units that you have. But for general purposes, this guy is extremely limited for usage. So yeah, this guy is kinda situational, but I kinda want at least one. Well, you know, since I didn't get my Azurai from my previous summon, so I think I really want this guy. And again, with the SBB, which has the Angel Idol chance, I think this guy can be super crawlish for Colosseum. And his extra skill also supports that. Also enhancements. Lots of HP, normal attacks into AoE, more HOT, more boost on attack and defense for fire units, and then better chance for the extra action. But I think I will not take the extra action chance. And now I shall show you guys the recommended build for this guy. So both for arenas, Colosseum, and general purposes. And there it is. And I should be summoning later. So if you guys are waiting for my Overwatch stream tonight, I might be late because I'm going to Ushi to summon for this unit. So I guess that's all. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you guys are going to summon for this unit later on, good luck to you guys. But for now, I guess that's all. So I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.